All of us have stories. The best ones rarely are about times when everything went smoothly. No, we tell stories about mistakes and crises, about clumsiness and human error. And everybody tells the story from his or her own perspective, so much so that sometimes we wonder whether everybody was really in the same place at the same time. This gospel is no different. Matthew tells only of the resurrected Christ meeting the 11 on the mountain, where all doubted. Mark's story is that Jesus appears to the 11 at table and rebukes all of them for their lack of faith. Luke's story has the 2 apostles who met Jesus on the road to Emmaus returning to the disciples in Jerusalem, where Jesus appeared to all 13, all of whom were terrified. In all accounts, Jesus says, "Peace be with you." Only in John are there locked doors. Only in John is Thomas missing, necessitating a second appearance. And only in John did Jesus give the apostles the Spirit and send them out. So what were they doing behind locked doors a week later? On many levels, the details don't matter. The point is that the resurrected Jesus returned to his friends, bringing peace and reassurance and commissioning. At the same time, the details give us insight into the humanness of the followers. Even in gospel times, vulnerability wasn't highly rated. One detail to notice in every account is that the resurrected Jesus has visible wounds. Resurrection comes at a price. It always follows the cross. It carries indelible marks. Resurrection doesn't negate suffering. Suffering is part of every story. We who have been baptized into the one body of Christ are constantly being shown the wounds of Christ. We are witnesses to horrible atrocities against all of creation. Our waters and mountains, our forests and plains, our human brothers and sisters around the globe. Some atrocities are blatant, some more subtle. War and poverty, racism and greed, human-induced climate change, selfishness and egotism, human trafficking, and various phobias. 63 million displaced persons around the globe, and on and on. All of these stories invite us back into the atmosphere of today's first reading from Acts. We have to ask, how are we believers pooling our possessions, our faith, our strength, our leadership, our influence, our relationships, to assure that all have what they need? Such concern is apparently as countercultural in much of our world today as it was for the early Christians. We have much to learn about discipleship. We have much to learn about loving one another as God has loved us. We have much to learn about being one human community, one creation of a loving God who longs for unity. With us, as with Thomas, Jesus the Christ has infinite patience and mercy, waiting for us, as for Thomas, to choose belief or disbelief. No pressure, only opportunity. No seduction, only invitation. No fear, only peace. We are invited into resurrection over and over and over again. How is our story different? Because we know we have been redeemed. Resurrection, if we truly open ourselves to it, makes us more truly the selves God created us to be. Open, inclusive, generous, loving. We don't have 2,000 years of tradition to give us answers to our current crises. We have only faith and one another. How will our story of discipleship be told to future generations? Peace be with you. Love one another, all of one another. Go out and make our resurrected God visible.